Question everything, for the truth will not be televised, and that's for sure. So with that, let's just imagine, think about it first. Lions and hyenas are nemesis. They're arch enemies, right? Lions and hyenas. Lions and hyenas don't get along from nowhere. They're total enemies. Well, now just imagine this. Just imagine a lion cub being born and is kidnapped by the hyenas. And this lion gets back to the hyenas' den, and they got other cubs there that they done kidnapped. These cubs be raised with the hyenas on how to live and be like hyenas. And the cubs that was kidnapped grow up to learn the hyenas' ways, have babies, and grow a generation with the hyenas. Never ever seeing their lion counterparts again. Never even knowing they exist at this point in time. Thus only knowing the reality of what the hyenas have taught them over generations. They grow into a lovely big pack of lions that live with the hyenas. And then one day, they meet the other lions across the way. Never knowing they ever existed there. All they know is what the hyenas have taught them. So when they see the other lions, they at odds with them automatically. Why? Because the hyenas have taught them to think, move, and act like them. They beef amongst each other when it comes to food. Dog eat dog world, in the sense of what it means to be lions acting like hyenas. And when they finally see the other lions, they go to riffing and beefing off the rip, because that's what the other hyenas are doing, because they acting like hyenas, because they don't know that they're the lions that they just ran across. The whole lineage is based off of how the hyenas have taught the lions to be. Never ever knowing any other avenue than what the hyenas have taught them. They don't even know what it means to exist or act or even be as a lion. They don't even know themselves as a lion. They don't even see themselves as lions because they never been taught that they was lions. My question is, do you blame those cubs that grew up to be a pack under the lions on how they, under the hyenas, on how they act, based off of them only knowing what the hyenas have taught them? Do you demonize them for being similar to the hyenas, based off of all they ever knew was what the hyenas taught them after the hyenas kidnapped them? Or do you have some sympathy for them based off of them not knowing that they're lions and that they're supposed to act like the lions that they ran across and be like the lions that they ran across, but they cannot because they never known? Well, these are the circumstances of what the Aboriginal Negroes are under here in America. We run around and we blame ourselves for how we act today and give the actual hyenas a pass, the colonizers a pass, for them bringing us over here and training us and rearing us up to be the way we are. And I don't mean all of us, some of us, because the majority of us are already here. And even in that, us being here and being intertwined with them and under their control and under their thumb still shows the fact of the matter that we are more like them than we are of our own selves as Aboriginal Negroes of America, the true American Indians. And because of it, how we act and how we orchestrate and how we go about ourselves are totally different from how we was met and found here when they found us here in the wilderness in North America and the Americas itself. And in turn, we haven't been liberated. So we don't really know our identities of who we are and our culture and our history and our historic heritage of what we would be about. Nor do we understand our God, because we still trying to learn all these things. And we're learning it separately instead of together as a collective, because of the system keeps us divided and at each other's neck. Thus, never ever really coming together 100% as a nation in order to deal with our nation problem here as Aboriginal Negroes of America. And this is where we stand. No different from the lions that got taken by the hyenas. So when you think about our plight and you think about why we the way we are and how we act, always remember, we are the lions that was raised with the hyenas after they kidnapped and took us to where they took us. And everybody else that didn't get kidnapped, that was already here, we fell victim and fell under their authority when they was able to circumvent us out of our land, identity, history, culture, heritage, and God. And with that, when you see our people, us as Aboriginal Negroes, sort of soften your heart. Because at the end of the day, the choices we make are manipulated to us by a system of hyenas who came to separate us from us being our true selves as the lions that we supposed to be. And for that, I just don't get it. I just don't understand it. But that is the question. You let me know. Peace, peace.